Hey YouTube, Phil's Fan is back with a different kind of video today. So I was at my storage unit, which is near my work, and I decided to check out their dumpster. I know, right? So just to see, what somebody was throwing away. Well, when I opened it up, there wasn't a whole lot in there. It just seemed like there was only a couple of random bags at the bottom, a couple of tall, the kitchen trash bags, but one of those kitchen trash bags looked like it had a Phillies hat in it. So I was like kind of intrigued. I was like, you know what, let me grab the bag, see what's inside. So I haven't really gone through everything yet, but crazy cards like there were in some of these. So anyway, let me so this is the big bag. And I actually kind of threw in some other stuff that was in there. So most of it is just. So this is the Phillies hat that kind of caught my eye. Most of them are just, someone's personal hats. Probably going to keep maybe some couple of the Dale Jr. hats that were in here. And the Phillies hat. There's another Budweiser Jr. hat. This one actually is new. His old number 8 hat. Another Phillies hat and a NASCAR on NBC hat. And that's it for the hats. Well, so let's get to the crazy part. So let me pull out this bag. I kind of saw one of these supermarket bags, and there was this Shaq Christian Laettner. It's a 1992 classic draft picks unopened. I remember these. I think I had like a couple of these back in the day. Those kind of sets that Classic used to put out. But here's what was crazy. So there was this bag, and then there was, oh geez, I'm dumping them out. A couple of these like lunch bags inside. And then when I picked up one of the lunch bags, I'm like, this feels like, not graded cards, but cards in cases. And a bunch of them. And that's exactly what it was. So most of them are all like, early 90s rookie cards. Like here's a Frank Thomas rookie. David Robinson. This is Mike Mussina, which is, I think everybody has this card. Bo Jackson. Fleer. Here's an MJ. Look at that Michael Jordan card. And it was a bunch. Oh, here's another David Robinson. Another Frank Thomas. Steve Avery. Minor league card. And I'm going to get to the best minor league card shortly. Jose Canseco. Gary Sheffield Upper Deck. There's a bunch of these Eric Lindros cards. There's a Wade Boggs. Now, this is a 1988-89 Charles Barkley rookie card. I'm sorry, not a rookie card, but like an 88-89. It's probably worth about $4 or $5, but this is a cool card. Nolan Ryan. Is that like an 81 tops? There's a Walt Williams rookie card. Another Eric Lindros. Another Eric Lindros. Another Eric Lindros. Shaq. Alonzo Mourning. Is it Christian Laettner. Clarence Weatherspoon. The Spoon! There's a nice Eric Lindros card. I actually have this card too, I think. I remember like this franchise set. This Alonzo Mourning card. And this entire Eric Lindros unopened classic set. So all of that, and that's not even the half of it. So this is, it's just crazy. This is craziness. Here's another Eric Lindros set. There's another bunch of protected cards. Now, most of them are basketball or Eric Lindros rookie cards. wondering if it was somebody who had a shop or something, because here's an Alonzo Mourning rookie upper deck. There's a Shaq. Another Alonzo Mourning. This guy must have really liked Alonzo Mourning. Eric Plunk and Jose Canseco. And there's still more. 1992 Baseball Aces playing cards. Unopened. Oh, look, another Eric Lindros card. Okay, here is the... let's try not to get the glare on there. So this is a pre-rookie card of none other than George Kenneth Griffey Jr. This is when he was with the Vermont Mariners. So this is a 1988 Pro Cards card. Very plain on the back, but it's a minor league card. This is Frank Thomas's card when he was in the minors with the Birmingham Barons. So, pre-rookie cards of 2 Hall of Famers. I'm not saying I'm going to be wealthy, but I'm not saying I would have thrown them in the dumpster either. Wade Boggs. Now, there's a bunch of, 88 tops, I guess. So, or excuse me, 90, is he 91s? These are 91s. A bunch of random 91s. So, nothing special. Here's Sandberg, but, Ron Sandberg. But all of those cards that were in protective cases. Now, this is 2 minor league sets. This is a 1988 International League Maine Phillies and a 1988 Eastern League Reading Phillies team set. And I kind of looked them up just to see who might be in here, and there are actually some guys that made it to the majors. I forget the names right off the top of my head. Like, there was a couple guys that I recognized that were Phillies that were really not all that good, but there were a couple players that I remembered actually had decent careers. So that was like one of the best things that was in that dumpster. So NASCAR scene hat. Another crazy thing that was in this thing. Oh, dude, Blue Devils hat. That's actually pretty sharp. Another NASCAR back Kenseth hat. Was what I thought when I pulled the bag up, and I thought they were pictures because I saw that the guy had a lot of sports card memorabilia. So I assumed when I saw these containers that I thought they were like photos, like sports photos, stuff like that. No, they're bootleg DVDs. There's literally dozens of bootleg DVDs. So I'm going to have to go through these to see if there's anything, me or my family would want. So, like craziness. And there's another probably dozen and a half remaining in this bag. So, just crazy. Alright, so one other final bag to go through. Now, this is the one that kind of made the most noise. And it's because it had, this nice classic 50s car, but, it's plastic. It's nothing really special. There was 2 items in here that I really, really got excited for. This 1980 Super Bowl 15, played on January 15th, 1981, I believe. The Eagles lost to the Raiders, but this is a tankard from back then. They didn't have a whole lot of Super Bowl memorabilia back in those days. Most of them stuff was pennants, stuff like this, or like a pin. So this is pretty special as a Philadelphia fan. And then there was this 1983 NBA champion Sixers tankard with all the results on the back there. So that was a pretty cool find. Now I was a little disappointed that this one was chipped. Now, at the Philadelphia Vietnam Veterans Memorial, and I really wish this chip was in the back or something, because it really is a neat looking mug, and it would have made a cool display piece eventually. So the other stuff in here is just kind of, for the most part, I mean, you know, it has some value, I guess. Like, these are like, you know, chocolate. Then these are all metal. Like, these are older toys. So, or collectible cars, I should say. They're probably collectibles. This is a Franco-American Bank. There's money in it, too. Old school Philadelphia Eagles troll. All right. Beat Dallas. So anyway. Oh, and there's, wow. So, like I said, I didn't really go through this. So there are shot glasses from the MGM Grand, the Luxor, Myrtle Beach, Virginia, the Bahamas, Planet Hollywood, the Grand Canyon, one of those cruise ships, Sovereign of the Seas, I believe it is. And looks like there's a few more. Good Lord. So another Planet Hollywood, Excalibur. That's a cool one. I like that blue with the gold. And this Pirate on Treasure Island. That's pretty cool. So that's it. So today's collectible / dumpster diving score. What do you guys think? Pretty epic, huh? Thanks. Catch you later.